Hello everybody, my name is George. I am the solo developer of Ravenfall, a gold box inspired CRPG I am working on with a quite deep tactical combat. Yeah, alright. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be rambling for about, I don't know, 30 minutes and share my thoughts while playing this beautiful creation of mine, I guess. All right, let's begin, shall we? Let's create a fighter. Yes, I like that one. So you're gonna be Hagen. Hagen. Let's roll. Oops. Since he's gonna be the frontline main tanky guy, I want him to have a higher constitution, above average constitution and above average dexterity. Strength is not going to be that important as of right now, because I got somebody else doing damage. Right, this is okay. This is abysmal. Let's be greedy. We had to hotfix the creation mid-export because you could roll, and I was fine with that. But when I see 10 strength and 8 dexterity, I wanted to reroll, but the button was grayed out, so I would have to wait until it finishes doing this. No. 14 strength isn't all too awful. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's roll with this. Let's continue with the Tane. Yes. You're gonna be Boris. Boris is gonna be our damage dealer. The Tane class is a hybrid fighter that is inspired by like Dark Age of Camelot, lightning bolt throwing eel guy. We want him to have decent strength and decent dexterity. Constitution a bit low. Okay. Let's keep this going. Yeah, okay. No. We want a proper fighter. 7 strength, 8 deck. Oh, yeah, okay. But abysmal. Nice. Maybe we should add a feature where you can lock one of these if you like it. Tell me if you think that is a good idea. Or don't tell me, you know. Keep it as you like it. Okay. Look, this is gonna be okay. I can live with the abysmal dexterity. He's a dwarf, so he's not very intelligent, neither charismatic. We need him to be strong and, you know, have somewhat of a constitution. Female archer. Yes, you're gonna be Yara. You want her to have a high amount of dexterity. Dexterity also determines your initiative. Not all tooltips are final. Oh, this is actually somewhat okay. Good dexterity, some constitution, yeah. Yep, let's stick with that. Yeah, let's take that one. And the mage. Let's pick this one. I like this one a lot. He's gonna be called Fido. Oh, Fedor. Well, I guess since it's happening the entire time, we're gonna be using Fedor. Yeah, what we as of right now, none of the stats other than HP is gonna be really a lot. There's not a whole lot going on for Fedor right now, I guess. But I'm working on that. Okay. You don't. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see. 15. Yeah, that's gonna be totally okay. Yeah. Good. You could have saved yourself the hassle of creation. There's a decent skip button. Of course, it has a default party. There's not a whole lot of flavor to those guys. But it gets you right into the action. So let's start. Let's fight. Okay. Now, what are we greeted with? The order in what we are, doing our turns. And since the enemies are in the dark, we don't know what we're fighting. There is no tooltip here to the top, only here. Yeah. Yura first. She can heal. It's not permanent, but what I was trying to have this for is she is the only feasible character as of right now that could, that there's a decent use for a heal spell, I guess. Alrighty. Yes, there was an initiative roll. Party rolled 4. Foes rolled 1. Party acts. There's our initiative roll. There's the foes initiative roll. Forgive me. This is the first kind of video where I kind of record my voice and I'm somewhat nervous. And of course, I'm not a native English speaker, if you did not catch that by now. Alright, so it gets darker the further it is away, and even when monsters are here, you don't quite know what they are yet. So what I really like to do is, since the main tank is further down here, I will move her here. We don't have anybody to heal, we don't have anybody to shoot at. Let's set up a trap. Okay, this is you can see, it has 3, cooldown is 3 combat rounds, I guess, and it's 1d for force damage, as of that, physical, I guess. Yeah, it stops the movement of the foe, of course, and it takes bleed damage, so let's just toss it here, I guess. There we go. Trap. Okay, good. We could then wait or end. I press space, and then it ends the turn. Good. He's next. Let's move him here. We don't know what we're fighting yet. He's gonna be moving here. We're utilizing the trap. We're gonna be using him to move here. Okay. Something. We are fighting humanoids. You can tell by there still being steps, as the heroes have, and something in the shadow advances. That was a sound that is played when something that is still hidden moves. But we're pretty sure those could be pretty much goblins, because the other humanoids don't come that early. So, okay. Let's move her into safety. Stay here. He's got some spells that are like a beam, and he could hit allies with it, so we want to make sure he is able to, like, fire into the enemies, I guess. So, yeah. Let's wait. Let's see if I was right. Okay. Undead. Well, technically still humanoids, I guess. And yeah. This is a neat little feature. I don't know if this has been from somewhere else. Kind of thought it was nice. The first time you fight a skeleton, you don't know how much HP they're going to be having or the armor class. You just don't. You just have to kill some of those guys. Yep. Let's set another trap. Move her a little more to safety. Could be using. Let's shoot her. Let's not. Nah, why not? Okay. Purple means he resisted the initial damage. The rule set is the, what's it called? The old school essential. It is like a bare bones Dungeons and Dragons type of rule set, which is royalty free. You can just pretty much use it. Okay. Quite embarrassing because I know what these traps will do and people will know how is a skeleton gonna bleed, but wasn't able to take care of that yet. So, okay, let's end. Yep, let's buff up our allies with extra armor class. And wait, okay, you do the same. So our plan worked out beautifully. They both have a status effect, which is bleed. Quite unfitting for undead, but that will be taken care of. So let's get her here and shoot. Yes, 1 damage. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let's do another frost lance. Yep. He's actually now slowed as well. To safety. We could now taunt, or we can try to shield bash. That could stun. We could also guard, which would make us switch positions with anybody that is close to us. So, but let's play it safe and let's taunt. Now they're bleeding, they're slowed, they're taunted. The list goes on and on and on, I guess. Let's skip. Move here. Let's power strike, power attack. Okay. Oh. Unfortunate. That guy bled. Not very. Yeah. Good. Get that zombie. Let's do another frost lance. Okay. Perfect. That's good. Let's do a power here and oh. You know what? Okay. As expected. So if we were just to shoot here, there is a higher chance we would be hitting Hagen. If we move behind him, it is the least chance you can hit an ally while it's still using range combat. But we still missed. How is this happening? Okay. Yeah, he used up all his spells. He has a range attack as well. Let's shield bash this guy, but we missed. Unfortunate. We can sunder his. And he died. Yep. We got 40 XP. And go. Okay. Now the party makes camp. And we get right into the next. We hear steps again. We lost the initiative. Good. Yeah. Well, it's from here. It's rinse and repeat. Yeah, let's be a little more offensive, I guess. Aha, undead again. Well, that is gonna be a hell of a showcase. Very good, Yura. 17 you did. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Let's be a little more offensive, I guess. Too bad we already dropped our trap. Let's give this a fireball. Fireball does like an AoE, so perfect. Those are somewhat placeholder visual effects. Let's go taunt this guy. Let's move him here. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, why not? Magic Missile has the ability to stun the first target. It is a 50% chance. Yes. Okay. Another 50 XP. Another rest. Normally you would keep exploring the dungeon. Oh! An extra event has fired. As of right now, there are 4 determined groups that can spawn, and at some point they become well, not very challenging, I guess. So the little exclamation mark at the top right said reinforcements will be coming from the south, which is these 2 dudes. So just normal goblins. We can totally deal with those. So let's start. Okay. Oh, okay. He miscast. All right. Let's move him into safety. Let's position him into bulwark. Okay. Yeah, I underestimated its range, but okay. Let's move a little bit more in the way. Go this way. Yes. Back. Closing the ranks. For the future, I'm planning. I really like playing games like War Tales. War Tales has like fantastic tactical combat. I would say to some extent unmatched. And when people that your mercenaries have like a personal relationship to each other, they either like each other, you know, the archer keeps hitting a friendly guy in the back, and then he starts disliking that person, and they have you know, disagreements, I guess. But if one of the heroes does something great, or your mercenaries for that matter, others can start liking him. So, and what I am planning to do is the following. If Boris were to really like Hagen, because Hagen does really, really good into taking care that there's like nobody hitting the weak back line, he's gonna be fighting with a higher moral when he's beside him, like because fighting along somebody that you like, or that you know, admire, or however, raises your moral, and this kind of synergy I'm trying to replicate. Not sure how I'll be doing that. But... So this guy that actually never made it out of the shadows took his feet under his arm and ran away, like the little goblin shit that he is. All right. goblin patrol. As of right now, these spells that these heroes have, it's another goblin patrol, and they got 2 doggos with them. Yeah, right now the spells don't have any costs as of yet. Only like you can cast something 3 times, I guess. That's the limitation, as I would be saying right now. With one of the next updates, which is limited by my Claude weekly plan, is the implementation of mana and such, and its regeneration, for that matter. So, magic missile would be then costing mana, I guess. So, okay, let's park ourselves around that trap. Doggos. They got quite a lot of movement, so we just hit him. Okay, and then try to get the fuck away from them. We can. That's gonna be too risky. Yeah, let's do it like this. Okay. They both resisted and only took then half the damage. Let's do... Can we somewhat cheese this? Yes, we should. And move this way. Good. Okay. Perfect. So, so 2 things happened here. There are control zones, and I purposely moved Boris into the control zone of the wolf, so that the wolf would take an opportunity attack, which you can see, opportunity attack. He missed the wolf, but he stepped into the trap, took 2 damage, and now he's bleeding. But now Hagen is bleeding as well, because beasts such as like rats and wolves can apply a bleed. Spiders can apply a poison, while goblins can look just fucking disgustingly awful. But yeah, let's not go that route. He's got still 7 HP. There's an archer. Yeah. Let's move here. Trap here. This way. So he's going to be the star of the show, I hope, because we will need. No, okay. Let me see if this actually does work. Okay, he took his bleed damage, which was to be expected. Perfect. But he's not stunned. Okay. Shield Bash has the chance of stunning an enemy. He's not stunned, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Now we're going to be seeing one of the... if you ever played Dark Age of Camelot and you have seen Attain doing like these striking hammers, which is like... If I think of Dark Age of Camelot, I think of that spell. So as good as I could, I tried to recreate it. So let's. There we go. So at least one died. If he tries to run away or do something funny, he's gonna smack him in the face. This is a quite unintelligent move. But as of right now, the AI behavior goes for people with lower armor class and HP. He kind of should have done this, but I will have to look into why he wanted to die so badly, I guess. So let's maybe do this. Okay. Unfortunate. So this could have been like an opportunity where Boris will have further hatred or dislike for Fedor, and then on will start not being comfortable around or standing close by, for that matter. Good. Okay. Let's move you here. Let's. Yeah, he's actually slow because he got hit. So, okay. They are both. Ah no, he actually escaped. He wanted to go away. Good. Let's cast a heal. Oh, that wasn't very healy, I guess. Okay. Now that we killed enough goblins, we can see they got 4 HP. Their armor class is 13, plus 0 attack. They do 1d6 damage, and he's got no status on his. Yes, that was a nice hit. Yeah. This does somewhat just continue, and it continues and it continues. If I would stop talking so much, it would be already done by now. Maybe try to speed this up. No, okay. Oh, my favorite, undeads. Oh, okay. Perfect. Maybe no. Frostlands. Perfect. No. He resisted. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, I guess. Will he be able to attack her? I guess not. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Let's set another trap and get the frick away. Let's do a shield spell on him. Move away. Let's do a bulwark. Move here. Close ranks. Perfect. Now move back up. Okay. Alrighty. Yep. For when the party makes camp while dungeon exploring, there's gonna be like a whatever percentage chance, and the party will be spawned in the middle around the campfire, semi-scattered, and always loses the initiative roll, or at least has a disadvantage when rolling. The arena is going to be then larger, and it is already right now not a set standard size. It is variable by how many combatants are actually participating in this fight. Fighting 3 sounds a lot like undead, I guess. Let's move into position. Ah, goblins, okay. Oh, that was it for you. Ah, okay. That was the moral check, first blood. And they all lost their moral check. I should keep track that this is green, which is meaning it is good for us, I guess. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is good for us, but bad for them. So I'm not sure if we're going to keep this green or make it red. I don't know yet. So maybe we can get these guys to stick around so we can kill them. No. There's no point in chasing them. When there are people escaping, there is a high chance that there will be new reinforcements. A goblin that runs away is the most likely Morlock in Lakeshire or wherever you have been doing World of Warcraft, Morlock camp mechanic ever. You only want one. That guy escapes and he brings back the entire camp. So, okay. This is gonna be a little more of a tough fight, I guess. It's one of the either a werewolf or a Drachen. Let's see. Ah, werewolf. Okay. They do hit hard, so we need to second bulwark and then move in position. Move him here for now. There you go. That's what I was talking about. That guy sure really hurts. Let's move to safety. Let's do magic missile and hope that he gets stunned. Yeah, okay. He's not stunned, unfortunately. So let's do this. Let's do guard. And he could be doing storm. Okay, he resisted. Yeah, 6, okay, that's... No, but he got a little more armor, okay. Okay. The unsmartest wolf I've ever seen. Alrighty. Reach is level 2. Let's go for it. Wow. 19 HP. Boris, go for it. Okay. Your turn. Nice. Fatal. Well, what do you expect? Yes, party makes camp. There we go. Four enemies. Alright. We're fighting humanoids again. So, can we do a sneak peek? Nope. Okay. Just stay here, guys. Goblin archer, alright. So, okay. Let's move her out of the way. You wait. Well, actually, let's do warp. There we go. I don't know if I should make the trap hurt my own guys. I don't know. Not sure if I'm willing to go that far. Ooh, see. That would have killed him if there was no level up for... if there was no level up. So let's do something overpowered. There we go. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Perfect. Move the fuck away. Toss a heal. Well, that didn't heal all that much. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, okay. They failed all the moral checks, but he's asleep. He's asleep, so if we get go. Well, those cunts are sleeping. Perfect. Wonderful. That worked out beautifully. Ooh, 3. That looks like undead again. There sure needs to be an improvement on what enemies are fighting, or could be fighting, potentially fighting. And maybe reduce the distance. Right now there's a minimum distance between the group of heroes and the monsters of 8 to 10. Right. 12 HP, which is go. Let's try this. Perfect. Yora, level 3. Fantastic. Congratulations. Oh. Okay. Well, 20 HP, not too shabby. Oh, keep making rest. Okay. 1, that's gonna be either another Draken or one of those mega smart glyphs. Let's find out. No, didn't fight those yet. He resisted. Okay. Can we cheese him? Let's see. Of course we can. Perfect. Get her out of the way. Magic. Pew. Okay. So, shield bash maybe. Well, missed. Unfortunate. Power strike. Yes, that hurt. That hurt big. That's fine. Take care of that. Maybe another chance for stun. Yeah, no. Actually, he is stunned. Ah, yeah, of course. Perfect. Which makes this... There we go. 380 XP, which is perfect. Wow, we got plus 11. How crazy is that? Plus 5. Okay. Not too shabby. Well, I hate to admit it, but this keeps... this is the rat pack. Those are the rats. Need to do something a little different here. Like in Warhammer, there is like rats tend to have a moral problem, so bulwark all our guys. Straight fire, okay. Let's do something hurtful. this guy. But he's not stunned. Okay. Well, unfortunate. Let's move him into the control zone. Yeah, they're fleeing. This is something I need to track because there are like 2 rats that are supposed to be still here, and they are not to be seen. 110. Another level up. Yora, congratulations. Let's go. Plus 8 HP. Something interesting that kind of somewhat crosses my mind. This is a mixed beast pack, which is the perfect opportunity for a trap. Yeah, something that crossed my mind is if I want to do mandatory rations for camping. I'm not sure if this floats my boat. I had in a game like Ember Star or Ember Moon, it was mandatory to have rations or your unfortunate. Poor doggo. Well, he will die, but yeah, I don't know if I want to do this or not. As of right now, I was even planning for the loot distribution with that there would be some gold, I guess. But why would there be gold? Since in the dungeon exploration, you're gonna be without spoiling too much, you're gonna be delving into a temple, and it's like very much deep underground. You can imagine it like a black crypt. So you don't go into the crypt, kill a bunch of monsters, carry a large pack of loot out, sell it, buy better gear. You find better gear by killing monsters. This is the idea. I have not 100% made up my mind yet, so yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let's do our switch around. To be honest, I don't know if trap is actually overpowered. Oh, spiders. It's a giant spider, alrighty. No, I don't even remember if I did implement the poison yet. That was too quick. Okay. Move here. Alrighty. Yep, he's stuck. Perfect. 10. Nice. Come on. Actually, let's just utilize traps. I really like using traps. So well fizzled. Okay. Come to me, little bitch. Okay. Let's Shield bash. Of course it missed. But now he can do a cleave, which is nice. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, for that cleave you already got level up. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, alright. We are scratching the 45-minute mark. Let's do one more fight. I see that the combat is quite trivial as of right now. But if you would be so kind to leave feedback on how your feel is about this, the whole thing would be massively appreciated. So let's see. Actually, come on, let's make you wait. You go here. You go here. Alright, that didn't work as I hoped it would. No stun effect, but dead nonetheless. Ugly little cunts. Okay. Okay. Well, that did its thing. Let's do the work. And you just chill. Well, typical foot zombies. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. If you've got any kind of questions, I may have not... Actually, let's do this one more. Let's... 2 enemies. We've not seen this yet. Here's just what it is. It's just orcs. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, like I was trying to say, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I do have an active Discord available for people to, you know, just stick around and yeah. What would you say? Let's just be okay, that was not very smart. Opportunity attack. For the third or fifth sound time, I have not counted. We're scratching now the 50-minute mark. If you have any kind of questions about the development, maybe my rambling has left a lot of questions unanswered. I did have a loose, what do you say, a red string connecting dots, and of course I did not follow. You know, why would I? Was distracted playing this masterfully crafted demo that you can try out on itch.io Lord Hähnchen, which is my alias. Until then, have a good one.